Hello, Jim Terrell, and I'm going to take you guys deep into the archives to find 6 broadcasts where I was trying to be a sports broadcaster in my college. I was a freshman at Hammond University. I did 3 episodes at the TV studio, and I did an additional 3 episodes using my iPad mini on the field covering games for Hammond University's athletics. I was a freshman then, given my swing at being a sports broadcasting journalist. Now, for the sake of this reposting on YouTube, I've had to get rid of all the copyrighted music. So all copyrighted music has been removed and has been replaced or just simply taken out just so it can live here on YouTube. So without further ado, here's a look at my first swing of being a sports broadcast journalist.
On Saturday, September 22nd, 2012, the women's Pipers soccer team took on McAllister.
The Pipers were down 3-2 with 13 seconds left in the final half. A corner kick and a few passes set up a game-tying goal by Jordan Salmons. The Pipers survived regulation, but unfortunately McAllister struck first in sudden death.
Coach Ted Zimmern had a few words to say. Take a look.
I was really impressed with our team's heart today. I thought we came out and really took it to a very good McAllister team at the beginning of the game, went up 2-0 at halftime. Unfortunately, they came back quick at half and then eventually took the lead with about 5 minutes left, but we never gave up and we got the goal in the last second of the game. I'm really proud of my girls. They worked their butt off. It just didn't go our way today.
And would this be one of those games that toward the end, toward the playoffs, they're going to mention to the team saying like, we can do it because at the very end we scored that goal? Or?
Oh yes, I think this will be good experience for us. We know we can come back. It's not that shouldn't be a question in our mind. When the time comes, we can put the pressure on.
All right. So last question. Next game.
St. Olaf.
Got predictions for us?
No, I never make predictions.
Right,
I never make predictions, but I can predict that we'll be ready. We'll be ready for them, and we'll have a great game. We'll fix some of the errors we made this game, and continue to build on some of the great offense that we had. So I'm excited for us to get back on the field together again.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Despite the loss, the team showcased a winning attitude. And the attitude is what led them to a shutout victory over St. Olaf Tuesday, September 25th. This is Gino Terrell signing out. See you next week on Gino's Perspective. Tommy Sackle Pipers. Hamlin remains winless in conference play after a hard-fought 4-2 loss to St. Thomas. Oh, hello, this is Joe Terrell. Thanks for tuning in to Gino's Perspective. On this segment, we're going to talk about the men's soccer team taking on St. Thomas September 29th. The Pipers played a solid half, keeping the game tied at 1-1. In the first 60 minutes of play, defense played spectacular, but the offensive attack struggled a bit. With 20 minutes left to go in the game, they needed a spark, so they sent in Jesse Hawker. Hawker's impact was immediate. He drove the team all the way down Tommy territory, but unfortunately the drive was cut short when the referee called a penalty.
What kind of goal is that?
After the penalty, momentum shifted back to the St. Thomas Tomies. The Tomies scored again, stretching the lead 3-1. But less than 40 seconds later, Greg Northrop responded with a goal of his own, cutting down the lead to 3-2. In the end, the Tommies pulled away with a 4-2 victory. Coach Alex Moorwicki spoke on behalf of the team.
Yeah, no, I did a good job today battling back. Guys never gave up. Unfortunately, I can't let another team score 4 goals, but for the most part, pleased with some guys' performance.
What are things you think the team can improve on?
You know, right now we're just trying to grow with our attack, getting some guys in different places, trying some new things. So overall, moving the ball, keeping the ball a little bit more. Our defending has been pretty good outside of a little bit in transition today. But for the most part, just keeping the ball, being a little bit more efficient in the final third.
All right, thanks for your time.
Great, thank you.
The Pipers now have a few days off before they hit the road to St. Mary's to play a game Saturday night on October 6th. Heading into the bye week, they should feel pretty confident. They came out strong against a great MIAC opponent in St. Thomas. Had a few calls gone their way, they may have been celebrating the victory. But hey, that's my perspective. See you next time on Gino's Perspective. Hey, it's Jonas Terrell. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Jonas Perspective. If you haven't read an article by now, the women's soccer team is still in the hunt for the playoffs. But before we shift gears to soccer, let's go to the volleyball game that took place Saturday, October 6th, homecoming day, versus Luther. Earlier this year, the Pipers beat Luther in a 3-2 duo during a tournament at St. Kate's. After winning the first set, it seemed like they were on their way to another victory, but Luther came back with a vengeance. In the fourth set, Hamlin was down 17-23. Coach Ludwig called a timeout to get the team fired up for one last rally. After the break, they won a 4-0 run, but Luther struck back and outlasted Hamlin. As they closed out the set, they won the game 3-1. Now let's bring it to Coach Ludwig after the game.
Well, today we struggled with our service receive and our passing. That's something that has been more consistent in previous games. So that's something we're going to do a lot in practice, is just our ball control and being able to improve our service receive passing numbers. Yeah, it is frustrating. You know, we played Luther early in the year and we won in 5, and then now they came here and we lost in 4. We actually have a chance to play them again next weekend too. So it'll be kind of a best of 3 series a little bit. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we're just inconsistent, and that's kind of the deal breaker why we haven't been able to beat some teams. Is we're up and then we're down, we're up and we're down. So we need to be more consistent, and we need to better the ball on service. So those are the things that we're going to spend a lot of time on in practice.
Do you think part of that's due to the youth, because there are a lot of young people?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we got a couple freshmen outsides that were playing for us today, and I think it makes a little bit of a difference. But at the same time, we're over halfway through our season, and they've had a lot of reps and a lot of practice, and they know the way to train. So, it's on them, and it's expected of them to perform, the way that we need them to perform. So, youth is a part of it, but I don't use that too much as an excuse. I think they have to be ready to go.
So in year 3, things are going much better now.
Yeah.
Opposed to previous years. So what kind of things have you learned over the years?
Each year we've brought in more competitive kids. In the gym, it's a lot of competing, a lot of drills we do where it's scored or timed or competing things, and so that's something I've learned. We add a lot of that into practice. Very fast paced, very intense. We haven't been able to do that in the past, but we haven't had the numbers and the depth to be able to do some of the things we do now. So that's been a progression. So the pace, the intensity, the competitiveness are the things that keep improving and they keep helping us get better each year. Play Gustavus next Wednesday. It's our pink match, actually, so everyone can wear pink to the match. It's supporting breast cancer awareness night. I feel very confident playing Gustavus. We played them a scrimmage earlier this year, and we have beat them in 2. So I'm confident that we'll come in, and if we play the level we can play, we pass well, and we stay consistent, then definitely I expect to win in that match.
All right, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks.
From my perspective, Coach Ludwig has been very effective in year 3. The team is now 14-7. Looking at the roster, there's a lot of sophomores and freshmen. I know she says no excuse of why that leads to inconsistency, youth that is, but trust me, they have picked up and they'll catch on. And in a few years, can you imagine how good the team's going to be? Now let's turn it over to soccer. October 6th, Saturday, homecoming. At 1 o'clock, kicked off a great game between Hamlin and St. Mary's. This game featured Division III's top players. From Hamlin, Aline Schneider, who was tied at number 1 for goals, and last year she made the 2011 All-MIAC team. And for St. Mary's, their goalkeeper, Miranda Holling, she leads the league in saves. At the end of the half, the score was deadlocked at 0-0. Hamlin's goalkeeper, Molly Jacobs, she showed she got game 2. She played solid shutdown D all half. Oh yeah, and I forgot, last 2 weeks, she won Athlete of the Week for women's soccer in the MIC. So yeah, trust me, she got game. The Pipers had great ball control all half. Eventually they took the lead and were up 1-0. But towards the end of the half, with 11 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in the game, St. Mary scored. But not so fast. Less than 20 seconds later, the Pipers drove the ball downfield, and Alyssa Fuentes literally got her head into the game as she nudged the game-winning goal in with her head, making her parents, Mary and Spyro Fuentes, proud as they came all the way from Oregon to watch her play. The Pipers sealed the game and won 2-1, keeping their playoff hopes alive. On Saturday after the game, I spoke with Coach Tate Zibman from the studio. All right, Coach Tate Zibman, congratulations on a 2-1 victory over St. Mary's. Game was tied at 1-1. They tied it with 11:58 left. 20 seconds later, you guys go ahead and score and close the game out 2-1. You guys are now 8-3-1. What's your reaction after the game?
Yeah, I thought our girls played well overall. We definitely controlled the majority of the play of the game. We made it a little too close for comfort there the last 10 minutes, but let them get that tying goal. But I was impressed with our response right after the goal, and came back and got the tying goal. Took the lead about 20 seconds later, like you said. So I was impressed with our response after that. So overall, a good win for the team.
Do you realize now that you guys are 8-3-1. You guys are 3 wins away from the all-time record?
Yes, yeah, I do know that. I knew that 10 wins was our best. We got that in 2007 and then also last year. So yeah, that's definitely would be nice to break that program record for wins in a season.
You wouldn't happen on the coach who was there for those years when they broke the record?
Yeah, that was me. 2007 was my first year, and then of course I was here last year too. So yeah, it'd be nice to break that record.
Hey, Coach, what specifically about this team makes them feel special to you? You know, not every team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really great group of girls. I mean, they get along so well, and how close they are off the field, I think, really comes out on the field. And so it's just a pleasure to coach them. Okay,
well, you guys are now home. And after that, it's followed by three road games, and it's hard not to see. But October 19th against Auburn Friday night, you know, both battling for a playoff spot. How you get the girls motivated?
Quite honestly, we're not as much. I mean, I know it's down the road, but we're not really focused on that right now. Our focus is one day at a time. So our focus right now is have a great practice on Monday and get ourselves ready for our game on Tuesday. And when Augsburg comes, Augsburg comes.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.
Hamlin is now 8-3-1, and they are still battling for a potential playoff spot. They have 6 games remaining, and of those 6, 4 of them are on the road. But for this team, I think they can handle the task, because we could be witnessing history in the making, as this could be the best team in Hamlin's women's soccer history. Yes, they're that good, trust me. I know Tate Zibman says he's not looking down the road at the game against Augsburg, but personally, I think that game's in the back of his mind. In each game, he's sending a message to Augsburg Aggies that, hey, the Pirates are coming to town, and you better watch out October 19th. But hey, that's my perspective. See you next time on Gino's Perspective.
Put them in the game, put the picture in the frame on the paper playing gang, and my mind is going insane. Put the penny to the dollar, all the fellas wanna holler, cause they know that I'm a baller with a shock collar. Barking like a Rottweiler, burning like a bonfire, stuck up in the crossfire, damn my flow is on fire.
Gino Terrell on another edition of the Gino
scheming. I keep the ladies creaming, and all my fans screaming.
Bigger, get faster, just work on technique. Then I think that we all should just bond together as a team and become more of a team instead of an individual. I mean, just work out, Coach T's workout plan, trying to get big as some of the seniors with and shit. Just get huge, but also get fast.
I introduce the invisible Jew, snapping ankles, breaking tackles, knocking helmets loose. Come on.
Watch out, number 11 corner coming.
Gotta get to work. Gotta go to work.
Gio Terrell here with starting receiver Arthur Moore. Tell us, about the season, how you've been training, and what things you're going to improve on for next year.
I worked hard in the off season, catching a lot of balls with our quarterbacks and whatnot. Tried to get into shape, and I'm in pretty good condition right now. Running lines, I can go for a while, Next year, I just want to get bigger, be more physical, more aggressive.
And what's some things you believe improved from the last 2 years, last year to this year?
Last year, honestly, I couldn't catch very well or block very well, but I put in all that time in this summer. Gradually, I started to get that chemistry with our quarterbacks, and I just started getting that confidence of catching more balls.
All right, it's a good time.
Yeah.
I will run this town, guaranteed.
I'm here with Charlie Hopkins, assistant coach for the Hamlet football team. Now tell me what's the thing you believe went well this season?
Well, I think we showed great improvements, especially offensively, and the experience on defense. We were just a little young, less out of the ball, but overall we got a lot better offensively. We must have been 5 or 6, 7, 9 points we did last year. And the most encouraging part of that is that most everybody that touched the football from week 1 until now were freshmen and sophomores, so they'll all be coming back. Exactly, and they're going to be great offense, no matter what type of offense they run next year. There's a lot to look forward to, a lot of good times. In real life. Hammer back next year, expect to buck back.
All right. And what are a few things you're going to help, like certain training parts of the body that you want to make sure they install or just get stronger?
Oh, the guys, they'll engage in workout procedure this off season that'll tune up every part of their body. We start with the legs and explosion and the core, and then we'll also have bench press stuff to tighten them all up and keep them safe. But it's a total body workout for us off season. So any time they did this past year, then the sky's the limit.
All right, thanks for your time.
Yep. Thanks a lot.
The Pipers now have an entire offseason to get better and improve for next year. I believe if they stay consistent with their workouts, use the season as a learning experience, that they can do better next year and have a big turnaround. But hey, that's just my perspective. See you next time on Gio's Perspective. Hey, it's Gio Terrell. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Gio's Perspective. In this edition, I'm featuring Hamlet's men's basketball team as they open up the 2012-2013 season against Wisconsin Luther. Last season, they finished 13-12, but just missed the playoffs due to a tiebreaker scenario. Now let's take you to the game.
Hamlin Pipers versus the Wisconsin Luther Warriors, tipped off November 17th. At the start of the game, both teams scored on their first possession and kept their intensity of the game going throughout the first half. The game was tied at 43 with 6 seconds remaining. Senior forward Noah Aguirre scored a three-pointer as the Pipers took the lead 46-43 going into the half. In a tightly contested second half, the Warriors began to pull away as they take a 77-70 lead. With 3:18 remaining in the half, the Pipers fought back, hitting a three-point shot by first-year guard Ryan Welsh. Wesley Pinera draws a charge later on in the game. Pinera comes back with a layup to put the Pipers within 2. With 31.5 remaining, Warriors were sent to the line and made 1 out of 2 free throws. Pipers then take possession and Aguirre ties the game with a 3. Warriors attempt a three-point shot of their own with 6 seconds left and miss, giving the Pipers a rebound by Aguirre, who then gets fouled. This gave the Pipers a chance to close out the game. After the Warriors freeze Aguirre on the free throw attempts, he misses both. That sent the game to overtime. With 2:34 left in overtime, Pinera gets fouled out. Pipers are down 81-83. Sophomore guard Marshall Jestings is subbed in for Pinera. Pinera's foul sent the Warriors to the line, made 1 of 2 free throws, making the game 84-81. Pipers strike back with the layup. Jestings then intercepts the pass, which led to another score, putting the Pipers up 85-83. Pipers force another turnover and capitalize with another score. The Warriors responded with the layup of their own. Pipers still led 87-86 with 29.3 seconds remaining. Jestings gets sent to the line, stretches the lead 89-86, which then leads into a 92-86 victory for the Hamlin's top scorer, Dior Ford, put up 17, as Aguirre had 16, followed by Tyler Pinnell with 15 points. After the game, Gino Terrell spoke with head coach Nelson Whitmore of the Hamlin Pipers.
I think we're pretty young. The fact that they played last night probably helped us. I think our tempo and stuff wore them down a little bit. I don't think we played extremely well by any means, but we're so young and we really only have 3 really experienced guys. Tyler Pinnell fouled out with about 5 minutes left or so. Vic Reese, our senior, one of our point guards, got cramps in the game, so he was out. And then Noah Gary, number 33, is our other senior. And other than him being on the floor, Dior Ford's a sophomore. Everyone else is freshmen and sophomores. 8 of our top 11 guys are now freshmen and sophomores. So there's going to be some growing moments here at times. On Tuesday we played Nova Ramsey in the scrimmage, and I thought we played really well, and that we just already cleaned up a lot of the mistakes we were making, and then we reverted back to it. But today, there's some things that we got to continue to get better. So, tomorrow in practice, we'll watch some film and just keep learning. As long as we play hard every night and we continue to get a little bit better with the stuff we do, it should be a pretty good year for us.
And what are the things you believe that things can improve on?
Just matching up in our full-court pressure, having good ball pressure, our rotations in the back of that, and stopping people. I thought we reached a lot more half court and gave them some 4-on-3 and 5-on-4 type situations, which obviously is never a good thing, especially they have a very good point guard. The first 15 minutes of the first half of the game, I thought we did a good job of that. They were getting all kinds of opens, 15-foot jump shots and 3-point shots. And, when you give a team confidence like that on the road, it's never good for us. I thought we dug ourselves a little bit all over in the first half. The positives of the game certainly is that we battled, although not playing well, and we were able to fight through it and even fight through a 5-point deficit to start overtime and come back to win. So that's a great testament to our guys and their fight for 45 minutes, unfortunately, tonight, but I'll take it.
Well, having said that, outcome of this game, what do you feel about the outcome of reaching your goal? It seemed like they're on a mission, so what kind of goal have you been battling?
I think everywhere you're trying to win a national championship. Our youth, we'll see how close we get to that goal, but hopefully trying to, it's one game at a time for us, win as many games as we can, and hopefully make the MIAC playoffs. It's goal number one. Hopefully peaking at the right time there at the end of February, and hopefully have enough wins that we can get into the NCAA tournament or win the MIAC tournament and get ourselves an automatic bid. And, from that point on, anything can happen. We lost there by 2 points last year. It'll be a good, highly contested game, and we just need to improve as a basketball team and get them up best effort.
All right, thanks for your time.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
But hey, that's my perspective. See you next time on Gio's Perspective.
Previously on Gino's Perspective. Certainly some growing moments here at times. Great testament to our guys. As long as we play hard every night, it should be a pretty good year for us. I think everywhere you're trying to win a national championship. Our youth, we'll see how close we get to that goal.
Gio Terrell on Gio's Perspective. The men's basketball team is off to a 3-1 start. Since the season opener against Wisconsin Luther, it seems that momentum has been riding this team throughout the season. They are 1-0 in the MIAC and have their second conference game against the St. Thomas Tomies today at 3. The women's basketball team is now 0-3, but 3 of those games are on the road. Today at 1 o'clock, they have the home opener against the St. Thomas Tomies. The key to the game for the Pipers to come out victorious is perimeter shooting and free throws. Last game, they shot 47% from the perimeter. If they can capitalize on their free throws, they can make this a competitive game. But hey, that's my perspective. Now let's take it to the game. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Let's do it. December 1st, the Hamline University women's basketball team start their home opener against the St. Thomas Tomies.
The St. Thomas Tomies caught the Pipers off guard as they overwhelmed them with pressure defense, and they also set up opportunities for fast break points. point in the first half for the Hamlin Pipers, they came back strong with a 9-0 scoring run. Despite the second half surge from the Pipers, St. Thomas were able to carry out the game, utilizing 3-point attempts, stretching the lead to a 59-41 win. After the game, Gino Terrell spoke with Coach Kerry Stockwell.
Well, I feel very good about our play overall. We've played some very quality teams and show that we can definitely compete and be there. And some of the things that we know we need to be better on, we can get better on. So very pleased so far, and looking forward to the next one.
All right, and next time you guys play St. Thomas is January 26th, and this game they had good perimeter shooting, and the way they play their defense was very complimentary style. So what are ways to look to counter that?
Well, I think our overall effort was very good in this game. So I'd say from a competitive part, we were right there. I would expect that we do shoot better. Some of that came from shot selection. Some just came from the the fact that I think they did pressure us some, maybe rat us on some shots, but very confident that we'll be able to come back and have a stronger offensive showing, I guess. Again, with the extra pressure, hats off to St. Thomas, on that. But we can be better, and we will be better with it. So, looking forward to it.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You know I'm right, too. Otherwise, you would have teed me up.
Why do you guys play St. Mary's? How you feeling about that game?
Tomorrow we got practice at 9:30. We gotta get better. Every day the drills. We gotta get after each other. We gotta be a better teammates. See, tonight it wasn't on, but we can't let that get in our head. So gotta wait for tomorrow. So gotta wait on Monday. So I'm ready.
Anything like to say, to your opponents on Monday?
Yeah, be ready.
So you ready? All right.
Even though the Pipers lost, it was a great day for the men's basketball team as Tyler Purnell scored a pair of three-pointers, making him the 5th player in school history with 100 three-point shots made.
Unfortunately for the Hamlin Pipers, both games ended with a loss. But as Wes Panera said, they can't let that get inside their heads. So I believe Monday night they'll be able to bounce back and hopefully they'll be ready for round 2, January 26th. See you next time on Jones Perspective. For this episode, I'd like to dedicate it to the Super Sip organization. The Super Sip organization supports and recognizes brothers and sisters of cancer patients, and I was one of them. For more information about Super Sip organization, visit www.supersib.org. Again, that's www.supersib.org.